Right now, somewhere in the world, a good man is staring at his phone, seeing photos of the woman he loved with someone else. His chest feels hollow, his mind is racing, and he's asking himself the same question that's been haunting men for centuries. What did he have that I didn't? If that's you right now, if you're feeling that gut punch of being replaced, like you were just another option she discarded, I need you to hear this. You didn't lose her. She revealed herself. What I'm about to share isn't pretty. It's not wrapped in false comfort or empty platitudes. But it's the truth that will set you free from the prison of what if and why wasn't I enough. Introduction 045 to 130. Here's what no one tells you about being chosen second, third, or not at all. It was never really about you versus him. It was about her values, her readiness, her unhealed patterns, and yes, her character. When a woman chooses someone else, especially after she's been with you, she's not making a statement about your worth. She's revealing hers. And the most powerful thing you can do isn't to fight for her attention. It's to honor yourself enough to let her walk away. Today, I'm breaking down the 7 pillars of masculine dignity when facing rejection. These aren't just coping mechanisms, they're the foundation for becoming the kind of man who never gets chosen second again. Because here's the truth, the right woman doesn't make you compete. She recognizes you, Section 1, the power of sacred silence, 130 to 245, when she leaves. Don't fill the void. Your first instinct when she walks away will be to fill the silence. Call a friend. Jump on dating apps. Post something that screams, I'm totally fine without her. Stop. That silence she left behind isn't punishment, it's invitation. An invitation to finally meet the man you've been avoiding while you were busy being her man. Think of it like this. Imagine being in a room full of noise, chaos, people talking over each other. Suddenly everyone leaves. The music stops. And in that silence, you start hearing things you couldn't before, your own thoughts, your own heartbeat, your own truth. That's what her absence creates. Sacred space for self-discovery. Don't rush to fill it with distractions. Let it break you open if it needs to. Let it show you the parts of yourself that got lost in loving someone who couldn't see your value. Because in that stillness, you don't just heal from her, you remember who you were before you needed her validation. The rebuilding doesn't start with noise. It starts with the courage to sit alone with yourself and realize you're enough company. Section 2, the comparison. TRAP, 245 to 4 o'clock. Stop measuring yourself against her choice. Your mind is going to try to solve this like a puzzle. What does he have that I don't? Maybe he's taller, richer, more charming, ... Here's what you need to understand. You're not in competition with him. You were never supposed to be. You don't know his flaws, his insecurities, what he's hiding behind that confident exterior. She didn't choose him because you weren't enough. She chose him because that's what her unhealed patterns were attracted to at that moment. Maybe she needed chaos and you offered stability. Maybe she craved uncertainty and you provided security. Maybe she was attracted to his potential problems because fixing broken men makes her feel valuable. Your worth doesn't fluctuate based on someone else's recognition of it. You're not an option on a shelf competing for the best price. You're a man with depth, integrity, and standards. And if she couldn't see that, if she needed to look elsewhere while you were right there, that's data about her capacity to recognize value, not about your value itself. Section 3, the memory trap, 4 o'clock to 5:15. Don't let nostalgia rewrite history. Here's what your heart is going to do. It's going to edit the relationship like a romantic movie, keeping only the highlights and deleting the red flags. Suddenly she becomes this perfect woman you lost, this angel who got away. You'll remember her laugh, but forget how she made you question your worth. You'll remember the good morning texts, but forget the nights she went cold on you. Stop romanticizing someone who was already showing. She didn't choose you fully even when she was with you. You remember those times she made you feel like you were too much or not enough? The way she kept one foot out the door even during your best moments? The subtle test, the emotional unavailability, the way she made you work for basic respect? That wasn't love struggling to bloom. That was incompatibility wearing a disguise. Don't let missing her twist the truth. If she truly valued you, if she truly saw you, she wouldn't have needed to look elsewhere. You didn't lose something perfect. You stopped carrying something that was already broken. Section 4, redirection. Not rejection. 5:15 to 6:30. Her choice is about her path. Not your worth. I know it feels like rejection. Like she looked at you, looked at him, and decided you weren't enough. But that's not what happened. Her leaving isn't a statement about your value. It's a sign that your paths weren't aligned. Maybe you were growing and she wasn't ready. Maybe you were ready to build something real and she still needed drama to feel. Alive. Her choice is about where she is in her journey, not about your destination. How many times have you avoided something you thought you wanted, only to thank the universe later for the narrow escape? How many times has life redirected you away from what felt like loss but turned out to be protection? This is the same thing. Her choosing someone else isn't the universe saying you're not enough. It's life guiding you back to yourself, back to your standards, back to someone who won't make you question your worth. This isn't rejection. It's redirection. And one day, you're going to look back and realize her walking away was the moment your real life began. Section 5. The dignity of non-pursuit. 6:30 to 7:45. Never chase what disrespects your value. When she walks away and chooses someone else, you might feel this urge to fight for her, to prove you're the better choice, to show her what she's giving up. Single quotes, the moment you chase someone who chose another, you're not standing up for love, you're stepping over your own dignity. Real men don't beg to be seen. They don't audition for love. They don't compete for someone's attention after that person has already shown them where they rank. That's not love, that's desperation wearing hope's costume. Instead, you turn that energy inward. You start showing up for yourself, your health, your goals, your peace, your people. Because real self-worth is quiet. It's when you can say, if she couldn't recognize me when I was all in, she doesn't deserve to see me rise. She left? Let her, but you. You don't fold. You don't break. You don't chase. You choose yourself with the same intensity you once chose her. Section 6. Fantasy versus reality. 7:45 to 9 o'clock. Grieve the truth. Not the illusion. Here's what's really hurting you. You're not grieving her. You're grieving the version of her you created in your mind. You're holding on to the potential, the what could have been, the fantasy of who she might have become if she had chosen growth. If she had chosen you, but that woman, the one who valued you, who saw your worth, who chose you consistently, that woman only existed in your imagination. The real woman chose someone else. The real woman showed you through her actions that you weren't her priority. The real woman walked away. You can't move forward while you're still in love with a version of her that never actually existed. Let the fantasy die so the truth can set you free. Yes, it stings. Yes, it's painful to accept that the woman you loved was never quite the woman you thought she was. But this is where healing begins, in the honest acknowledgement of what was real versus what you hoped was real. Once you stop fighting reality, you can finally process it. She chose him. Now you choose peace, choose growth. Choose yourself, because the man who can walk away with dignity is the same man who attracts women who would. Never make him stay strong, stay focused. And never forget, your worth was never up for debate.